Images. President Donald Trump asked FBI Chief James Comey to end an inquiry into links between his ex-national security advisor and Russia, U.S. media report. "I hope you can let this go," Mr. Trump reportedly told Mr. Comey after a White House meeting in February, according to a memo written by the ex-FBI director. The memo was written immediately after the meeting, a day after Michael Flynn resigned, according to U.S. media. The White House has denied the report in a statement. The president has never asked Mr. Comey or anyone else to end any investigation, including any investigation involving General Flynn, it said. Mr. Flynn was forced out in February after he misled the vice president about his conversations with Russia ambassador before Mr. Trump took office. The latest Russian twist, first reported by the New York Times, comes a week after Mr. Trump fired Mr. Comey over his handling of the FBI investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server while at the State Department. Mr. Comey's dismissal sent shockwaves through Washington, with critics accusing the president of trying to thwart the FBI investigation into Russia's alleged interference in the U.S. election and any Moscow ties to Trump associates. White House TVs drown out shouting, "Is Donald Trump allowed to spill secrets? Media playback is unsupported on your device." Media caption Trump's love-hate relationship with Comey over a tumultuous year. What's the latest allegation? Mr. Comey reportedly wrote a memo following a meeting with the president on the 14th of February that revealed Mr. Trump had asked him to close an investigation into Mr. Flynn's actions. He reportedly shared the memo with top FBI associates. "I hope you can see your way clear to letting this go, to letting Flynn go," the president told Mr. Comey, according to the memo. "He is a good guy." Mr. Comey did not respond to his request, according to the memo, but replied, "I agree he is a good guy." In response to the report, a White House official pointed out that acting FBI Director Andrew McCabe had testified last week that there had been no effort to impede our investigation to date. The I-word surfaces, Anthony Zerker, BBC News, Washington. The I-word, impeachment, has already been broached by politicians as moderate as independent Senator Angus King of Maine. If this were a Democratic-controlled House of Representatives, articles of impeachment would likely be in the drafting process. Republicans still call the shots in Congress, however, and it's a significant leap to get them to abandon the Trump presidency and any hope of advancing their agenda for the foreseeable future. But some, like Senator John McCain, who said this has become a scandal of Watergate size and scale, are clearly wavering. The former Republican presidential nominee is a bit of a wild card, of course. For the rank and file to turn on the president will require them to admit their complicity in a failed presidency. Read in full, how damaging is this for Trump? Why was Flynn being investigated? Image copyright Reuters. Image caption Flynn was fired for misleading colleagues. Mr. Flynn's departure in February came months after suspicions were raised among intelligence officials. He resigned as White House National Security Advisor.